the jobs on my fall list has been to fix some wet spots in a couple of fields. When they're wet spots, then you get stuck with the tractor, and then later on the crops don't grow well. The plants really need the soil to drain. These wet spots could be from an old drainage system that's failed, or it could be just from a spring in the ground. But one way or the other, we need to get this water off the field so that we can cultivate it properly and so that the crops do well. So look at this. You can see the water's draining right out of the ground. I haven't figured out the source of the water yet, whether it's a spring or a bad drain tile or what, but it sure is draining, and it's draining down the ditch that I just put in. So that's a good sign. In this field, we didn't find any evidence of the old drainage system at all. So we simply put in a drainage pipe from where the water was sitting and ran it off the field. So hopefully that will solve the issue in this field. Then we went to the next field. It wasn't long until I had run into the old drainage system. So these are the old clay tiles that they used to use. These were put in the 60s, I believe, as a way of draining excess water out of the field. But now, 60 years later, they have some problems. This one here is half full of mud. And I think down further toward the woods it must be full of mud because last fall there was water bubbling up out of the ground in this area. We're going to feed some black pipe in and Wyatt and take all the water out of the field to try to repair this situation. When we do this, we put the pipe along the corner, the bottom corner of the ditch. We just clean a spot to make sure that the pipe can lay in there nicely. And we try to do it on the side where I've piled the dirt, so that when I pull the dirt across, it goes over the pipe and doesn't damage it. It's been cold enough that the St. John River has frozen over. I expect it will thaw with the rain that we're currently getting. So we're seeing less birds around, but we do have our year-round residents. Here are a couple of crows. It seems the crows rule the roost, so when they fly in, all the other birds fly up and out of the way and wait until the crows are finished. These house sparrows are just waiting in the bush for their turn.